Yeah, here we are again today without a background sound. It's because I'm working from my workroom and I don't have all the supplies to make the background music. So today we're going to do it without music on the background, but we still got a stream, and that's the most important. And we're having today a new battle. The Sun Tornadoes are going to battle a lot this week. We have the Monday today, we have got the Tuesday, and on Thursday we also are going to race. And some tough routes we are going to race on. As today, as I mentioned it immediately, we're going to race on the Cobbled Climbs Reverse in Richmond. And normally you take the straight road, then you got the UCI Championship where Sagan took the World Champion title, but today we're going to race it in reverse. And who are the riders of today of the team of Sun? We got, of course, Daniel Wally, we got Steve Marks, we got Matthew Young, we got Simon Dixon, and we got Thijs Schippers. Those are the 5 racers of today. And of course, today you also can use the chat when you're watching. Leave a chat behind in the room, and perhaps you're going to be in this stream. And you can see the riders are wishing themselves also good luck. That's also possible. You see the chats left above the route, so that's also possible. And let me also introduce the riders of the Vikings. It's a new team of the Vikings. We raced not before last week. We last raced against another team of the Vikings, but today we got, I can say, Hakon Svensson. We got Roger Zand. We got Kai Schum, Eirik Zoiland, and that are 4 at this moment. I don't know which rider is the 5th of the team of the Vikings, but let's prepare for the race as everyone is very friendly at this moment of the race. I'm going to open in another screen, YouTube, and then I can see who's on the chat and is live with us. So we got last week a lot of chats. So if you're on today, leave a message in our chat box, and the riders will see the chats after the race. They are going to. Here we got the 5th rider of the Viking team, and that's Richard Dalen. And also Thijs is in the pen. So it's time to race because it's almost 8 o'clock. Let me give a go. Yeah, I'm not the one who's giving the start signal, but that's for Swift. But let's see what this brings us. As always, on the right of the screen, you see the positions of all the 10 racers. In the middle above, the racer who I am following in this moment is Daniel. Then you see the information about Daniel, and on the left screen also the information of the racer, but the most important info is about the race distance, the race time, and the elevation. And today we got a lot of elevation in just 2 laps, as you can see on the lap, the route on the bottom. Here we go. We got a start. And as always, I don't know why that is on the ladder race. It's always a difficult start to get everyone immediately in a good view, as you can see. But now here we are, and we are alive with the Sun Tornadoes again. So let's see what this will bring us today. So we got the KOM reverse. There are also some segments, but the segments are not in play. But it's only a scratch race. So the first 10 races got the points, and there are only 5 of each team. So as you can see on the club ladder schedule, you can see the points are changing as always, as you also seen in the previous streams. Sorry for no music. But of course you can love the sound of the voice of the commentator, and that's me. My stream is live, but I don't at Zwift. I don't know what's happening. We're back. I missed one of the races. Took a sprint. Erik Zoiland is at this moment at 4 seconds ahead of the group. Got a strong pace, a heart rate of 161. And as you can see, 4 races of the ZSUN team are chasing. They are making a team time trial. Not sure what happened during the stream, but I saw the stream didn't react on it, but my Zwift was blocking. Sorry for that. Yes, this is the first steep climb. As you can see, 7% will take. Switching to Matthew. And Eirik already got 7 seconds, but it seems a small gap, but it's going uphill at 7%. Really steep bump, this one. And again, but the stream is still rolling, so I hope this won't happen too much. Otherwise, in the future, I'm going to stream from my pain cave. Perhaps that's better. Also for the sounds of the family. But with Eirik in front, the group is chasing, but we're not. We're pushing hard, but we're not taking all efforts to close the gap immediately. As you also can see, there are 2 races behind, but just a small gap. They are back again. As we're going down, and afterwards we're also going up again. The KOM reverse. Normally we're going uphill from the other side on the cobbles, but now we take the other route. Did not see many Vikings at the beginning, but here they are. We see now the 4 Vikings racing. I think it's the last time that I'm going to stream from here. My computer is still glitching, but I see that the stream has no efforts or effects on that, so that's okay. As we again see an attack of Richard Dalen, and immediately Daniel and Thijs are going to close the gap, but also another jump from Hakan Svensson, and also the Kaishum of the Vikings is chasing really hard. This is a hard battle. This is a hard battle. You see the Vikings, the lightweights are chasing up. Were we afraid of this? I don't know. Because I am not in the channel where we are. Where the tactics has been spoken. Thijs has closing the gap really strong today. Perhaps if someone is watching the stream, let me know if you got, if you see the issues that I've got, if they are also on the stream. I don't know if they are. I hope that you can hear me also. If not, then I've got a problem for the stream today. Again, a third and the fourth and the fifth races of the Vikings are going to in the downhill of the climb. Really fast track. Already paced about 4Ks, and the downhills make it a really fast track. But everything to get everybody together. Only Steve is a little bit behind. Let's hope he got the pace at the back to come back on the downhill. Normally the pack is really strong, but 3 seconds with Matthew. Ooh, Also, Matthew got a tough race. Let's see if Steve can come back. So we are with 2 behind now, Matthew and Steve. Let me show how Matthew is racing at this moment. Yeah, that's a gap. That's a gap. That's not what we want to have. So I'm going to Thijs because I don't think this gap will be closed by those two. Not that I don't have confidence about those two riders. I think the group at the front has more pace. That's the reason. Come on, Matthew. Come on, Steve. Don't give up. Perhaps the pace is going to drop because we don't go on the front, I hope. Because now we are racing with 3 against 5. And that's not in our benefit. At this moment, 30 against 25 points. Matthew and Steve are closing together, but I don't think they are closing this gap today. There's too much pace at the front. So we have to make a new plan. We have to go to try to get the first, second, and third place. So we got the whole podium of the Sun Tornadoes. Here we go, Thijs. Pushing hard, really hard. In the back, it's Erik Zeuland. Erik Zeuland and Kai, they are closing. They're closing the gap. And at the back, Roger Sant and Richard Dalen, they got a difficulty. Yeah, Thijs is going hard. But from the back, they're coming back. Matthew and Steve, push on, come on. It's 20 seconds, make your own race. Make a battle with each other. Come on. This is a really strong team, the Viking. Let me see on which place they are racing and where they are ranked. Can I see that? Did I got that fencer for me? No. Stream. So we're going to climb again. A really long climb. Not too steep, just at the second part it's getting steeper and steeper. As Roger Sant has also lost the connection on the front group. Roger Sant lost the connection on the front group. Time to get Simon in the view. As you can see, ahead. This is going uphill. But the second part is just harder than this. They are pushing. Kai Shum is pushing. Also, you see all the numbers at the right are coloring. That's when they are pushing really, really hard. Numbers above the 5.0 the K, watt the kilogram. Really nice. Again, one of the riders has been trying to escape. It is Kai Shum from the Norwegian team, the Vikings. 4 against 3, so better than 5 against 3. Roger already sit back with the other two of us, the Matthew and Steve. So Matthew and Steve, if you can hear me, let Roger take the lead. You take the draft. Kai is really pushing hard. He's still already taken 8 seconds. Respect. And Thijs is at the front of this group. At this moment, over here, 3 against 3, and at the front, and I'm not following those riders from the Vikings in the Swiss companion map, so I can't zoom into them. This moment, 27-28 in the points. So if Matthew or here an attack of Simon. Simon is going to push, but immediately Eirik Soyland reacts on it, and he's going to take it over. No, that's Simon is doing it again at the end of the climb. Trying to outscore there. As you can see, Hakon and Daniel are struggling as a new attack is approaching. But immediately we are reacting to it. Yes, it's Daniel again. Very strong racing. Yes, now Thijs on the back of this peloton. And also Kai is losing some of his benefits as we try to escape by ourselves. No supports from the chat at this moment. But of course, a lot of you are watching the stream. And if you're watching it later on, no problem also. Here we're going at the finish line, I think. This will be the end of the race because we're racing 18 point something. So this will be the end of the race. I think it's 19.1. This banner at the next is the end of the next lap, and then it's the finishing score. So at this moment the score is 24-31. So we have to pick at this moment the second, third, and fourth place. And then as well, Matthew or Steve has to finish in front of Roger Sand. Then we can take this race. But still 9Ks to race for, so everything is on. But we're heading again to the climbs. Those short, stunning climbs. Really high percentage of climbing. And a lot of height meets in a short time. So let's see what we are going to do. What's our plan? And here you can take some pace and speed up to the next climb. We're almost there. And do we got more pace than Kai Schum at the front? He is still, yes, we got more pace. So we're closing the gap. He's just pushing again. He is taking the pace to the climb. Here we go. 3 seconds just to go for Kai. So this is good. On the corner, we're going up. Yes, here we go. Is Daniel going? Give a shout out to Daniel with my ride on. Come on, guys. As you can see, Kai Schum is in difficulty. Also Richard Dalen. So this is perhaps A good chance for us. Come on. Climb, climb, climb. Kai has difficulties. Or perhaps she's going to... Yes, she's going to... Yeah, she's going harder. Perhaps she's going more pace. Yeah, she's going up and over, I think. He's in the draft at this moment. And I think he's going to jump. Let us see. Let us see. And Simon is kicking really, really great watts. Yeah. Come on, guys. Follow. Follow. Good. Good. Really good, Thijs. This is good. Perhaps my voice is a little bit later on the stream than the live action that I'm commentary giving. So excuse me also for the names, and perhaps sometimes my English is not as good as people who are living in England or speak English. I'm just a Dutchman who's love to give commentary and love to cycle in the Swift. Heading to another downhill with an attack of Erik Zoyland. Thijs is again in the chase zone. And it's a high speed, as you can see, 65, 60, 70 k's an hour. And I know that some people are watching from all over the road. I heard Korea, Australia, all different time zones. So good morning, good afternoon, good nacht. It's all possible during this stream, during these races. That's why you see so much nationalities. But there is another attack of Richard. A real big attack. He's going to chase Erik Soylent. And again, the third rider of the Vikings. But here, Thijs is pushing really hard, as well as Daniel. Come on, Daniel. Come on, Simon. Come on. Come on, Daniel. Let me see. Come on. Come on. Don't give up. Don't give up. Come on. Get in the wheel of Simon. Get in the wheel of Simon and Thijs. They got 3 seconds. Come on. You have to get in the draft for the downhill. That's good. Very good. Now we have to chase. We have to chase them. This is very tough. As you can see, those heart rates, 192. There are 3 Vikings at the front. Eirik, Hakon, and Richard. It's Steve. It's Simon at this moment who's going to chase them, but it's 7-8 seconds. It's 3 against 1, and as I mentioned before in earlier streams and this stream, pack is always faster than one solo rider. Except if your name is Mathieu van der Poel, then you're always faster than everyone. Perhaps Simon have to wait for Thijs and Kai, perhaps for Thijs and Daniel, and then make a new team time trial to close the gap. But it will be difficult, as you can see on the score sheet. 34 for the Vikings and 21 for Sun Tornadoes. Here we are. We have 4. 3 of the ZSUN, 1 of the Vikings, and 3 ahead of the Vikings. 12 seconds ahead. So nothing lost yet, because we still got this long climb at the end. Yes, here we are. Head over head. Come on, guys. Let's chase. 15 seconds at this moment. It's just 60 meters, as you can see. 60 meters. Heart rates of us are all in the 170. And theirs is just Richard Darlin, just 148 at heart rate. That is very good. The other two is in 161, 163. Also Kai in 163. And Simon also really a high heart rate, 177. He's giving it all. That's what you can say. I'm giving a ride on to him, as you can see. Let me see how Steve is with Matthew Young. This is Steve. I don't know what is the correct time of them, so let me go back to the front with Thijs, Simon, and Steve, and also Daniel. Sorry, Daniel, Thijs, and Simon. Steve and Matthew are behind, so I see Steve is with Roger, very good. Matthew is behind them, so Steve has to chase Roger to end before him of the race. To 30 seconds, so it's early to say, but this is very difficult to make this to a win for us, for the ZSUN Tornadoes. The Vikings really killed us uphill. Very strong of them. And still pushing hard numbers. As you can see, Erik Soylent, 4.7 watt the kilogram. He's at the climb. Yes, and the fourth rider, Kai, can't sit back. He could easily ride in the draft because we have to do the work. We are the chasers at this moment. I'm not going to go forward because, as I said, I'm not following those riders of the Vikings in the companion app, so I can't join them at this race. So we're watching our front three men of the ZSUN Tornadoes, Thijs, Daniel, and Simon. Perhaps I can try to follow them. Eirik. Go to one of the races at the front, and here we are. Hakan Svensson. Yeah, they're chasing each other and pushing really hard numbers. We almost got us on 1 minute as they are going to the final case of this race. I chase these riders at this moment because I'm giving them their moment of fame at the iSport iReport channel as we're heading to the finish of this ladder race. And after that, I quickly go to the team members of the ZSUN Tornadoes. Still some coloring numbers. Simon got it difficult. He's lost the group, as you can see, as Daniel and Thijs are pushing really hard. I don't know if this is the finish because I thought it was 90.1, but perhaps it's 18.1. 80.1, so this is the finish. Here we have Erik Zuiland who's taking the victory. As the individual rider, the silver medal goes to Hakan Svensson, and Richard Dalen is taking the third place. And so we are just demolition by the Vikings team. As I'm now going to Thijs. Here we are back. So the podium at this moment is filled with only Vikings riders. So let us try to make us the 4th, 5th, and 6th position. As also we are heading to the finish line. Simon is going to close it as we are going. Here we go. Simon is on the sprint. Thijs is on the sprint. Yeah, he's going to take him. Oh, there's another one, Vav. ZSUN, who's taking the 4th place. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Thijs makes it 6. Simon on 7, 8. Daniel, 7 Daniel. Now going to Steve, who's in 8th position, in the 8th position of the race. So Thijs, Simon, and Daniel on the 5th, 6th, and 7th place. Daniel is going to take the 8th place. The positions at this moment, they are changing because we went out of the event and into the event. But you can see the numbers of Thijs 5, Daniel 3. Here we are with Swift is not helping me. And after the finish of Steve, I'm going to Matthew. Here we are. Who's also still in chase with Roger. Let's see if he can beat him on the finish line. They are sprinting. And no, we haven't got a chance against him. So it's 34-21 for the Vikings. Congratulations. ZSUN Tornadoes will be back later. Of course, we will come back. We race on Tuesday and we race on Thursday. I'm not going to coverage those races. I got a busy week this week. So thank you for this moment. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time. Have a good evening or a good morning or a good afternoon. Bye bye.